Yesterday afternoon at Memorial Park in Houston, Nelly Korda did something she has not done in nearly 4 years. She opened a major championship with a 7 under 65, bogey-free, 24 putts. It is the second lowest opening round of her entire major career, and the only time she has ever gone lower was one single afternoon in France 4 years ago. And the message she just sent to the rest of the LPGA field heading into this weekend, well, it could not be louder if she had grabbed a microphone. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We have got quite a story developing at the Chevron Championship, the first major of the LPGA season, and it is exactly the kind of round that tells you something is brewing. Let me walk you through what happened, because the numbers alone tell you Nelly Korda is not just playing well. She is playing like she wants to put this tournament to bed early. 7 under par in round 1 of a major. Not a single bogey on her card. Only 24 putts for 18 holes. That is elite level golf in every sense of the word. And when you look at the context around this round, where she is in her season, how she has been playing for 3 months now, it becomes even more impressive. Here is the piece I want you to pay close attention to. In 4 starts this season on the LPGA Tour, Nelly Korda has finished first, second, and second. She won the Tournament of Champions to open the year. Then she was runner-up 3 weeks in a row. And in all 4 of those events, she played in the final group on Sunday. Every single one. Now she has rolled into the first major of the year and put up a 65 in round 1. If you are sensing a pattern here, you are not alone. The only 3 players who have beaten her all season are Hyo-Joo Kim, who has done it twice, and Lauren Coughlin. That is it. 3 losses to 3 players over 4 months of golf. Here is something that surprises us every single time we check our analytics. More than 90% of the people watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. 90%. And I think that is worth pausing on for just a moment, because what Nelly Korda is quietly building, the consistency, the winning, the way she is showing up in every final group, this is the kind of story that sports fans will be talking about for years if she closes out this weekend. And the folks who follow this channel the closest are the ones who will have seen it coming before anyone else started paying attention. So if you are enjoying this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tap the bell so you do not miss the weekend coverage, and share this video with one golf friend who loves watching the women's game. Now let's continue. So let's look at exactly how she did it, because this round was not just scoring, it was the way she scored. Korda started her day on the 10th hole, which meant the back 9 was her front 9. She got up and down from trouble early. On her very first hole of the day, she buried a long putt to save par when a bogey was staring right at her. On her second, she made another clutch 5-footer for par. She will tell you herself those early saves set the tone for the rest of the afternoon. Then things opened up. She hit her irons close when she needed to, she rolled in the putts, and she made 5 birdies on her back 9, which again was the front 9 of Memorial Park. Holes 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. She just kept coming. Her best shot of the day, by her own admission, was a 6-iron on the par 3 second hole, lifted over a bunker complex to 4 feet. And I want to highlight something she does in major championships that a lot of casual fans overlook. Nelly Korda absolutely devours par 5s in majors she contends in. When she won the Chevron in 2024 and the KPMG Women's PGA back in 2021, she played the par 5s a combined 21 under par across those 2 wins. That is not a typo. 21 under. Now here's the part of the story that honestly I find fascinating. While Nelly was up at the top of the leaderboard, some of the biggest names in the women's game were not. Jeeno Thitikul, the current world number 1, opened with a 74. Minjee Lee, who won the Women's PGA Championship last year, also shot 74. Hannah Green, who already has 4 wins worldwide this season, shot 73. So think about what that means. The world's top-ranked player is now 9 shots behind Korda. 9. Over 3 more days of major championship golf, yes, a lot can happen. Korda said that herself in her press conference. But when the field's biggest names are all struggling and the most consistent player of the season is rolling in birdies without a single bogey, you start to understand why this weekend feels like it could be something special. And one more detail before we get to the part I really want to hear your thoughts on. Korda is engaged to her fiancé. Her whole family is out there with her. Her sister Jessica walked the back 9 with her little nephew Grayson. And Nelly has said she is in the happiest place of her life right now. Okay, here's where I want to hear from you in the comments. Because this is the question that is going to decide whether this weekend becomes a coronation or a collapse. Do you think Nelly Korda wins the Chevron Championship this weekend? Drop your prediction below. Just type yes or no, and if you want to go further, give me your predicted final score. I read every comment on this channel, and I love seeing the range of opinions we get. Some of you are die-hard Korda believers, and some of you are waiting for someone else to step up. Both perspectives are welcome here. And here's a second question for the more experienced watchers among you. Which story has been more impressive this season? Korda's first, second run to start the year, or Jeeno Thitikul's steady climb to the world #1 spot? Tell me which run you have been more impressed by. I think that debate is going to be one of the defining questions of the LPGA season. Before we wrap up, I want to spend a quick moment on the two players who are 2 shots back, because both of them are worth keeping an eye on this weekend. Tavatanakit, who is in second place alongside Somi, actually won this major once before, back in 2021, when it was still played at Mission Hills and called the ANA Inspiration. She had a bogey-free 67 yesterday, and she played exactly the kind of scrappy, patient round that wins majors. Somi is the other name 2 back. She bogeyed her last hole, a par 3, or she would have been even closer. She is young, she has been trending up for a while, and if Korda stumbles at all, Lee is the kind of player who will take full advantage. And there is one more name worth mentioning. Farah O'Keefe, who is still an amateur. She is a junior at the University of Texas, shot a 68 in her home state. She is 3 shots back and absolutely in the hunt. The last time 2 amateurs were inside the top 10 after round 1 at the Chevron was back in 2008. That is 17 years ago. It is a genuine moment for the women's amateur game. So here is where we stand heading into round 2. Nelly Korda, 7 under, leading by 2. Tavatanakit and Somi both at 5 under. Farah O'Keefe, the amateur, at 4 under. And the world #1? 9 shots back and needing to make the cut. Round 2 tees off this morning, and Korda is back out at 8:39 local time in Houston. If she shoots anything in the 60s today, this tournament is going to become very hard to catch her in. If she goes in the other direction, the door opens for a weekend free-for-all, and we love a free-for-all. I will be watching every shot, and I want you watching with me. So do me a favor. If you enjoyed this update, tap that like button for me. It really does help the channel reach more golf fans. Leave your prediction down in the comments. And if you know a friend who is going to be glued to their television screen this weekend, share this video with them so they are caught up before round 2 begins. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video.